this week. It is day 63, week 9, and I'm happy to report that I've lost 1 little pound. I went from last week 208 to 207, and that is a total of 15 pounds so far. Although I have seen 207 off and on, the scale goes up and down. I really needed to focus this week on Nonscale victories. In the Intermittent Fasting for Women group that I'm a part of, that I check in regularly just to get motivation. I see their before and after pictures. They talk about Nonscale victories, and so you'll see it as NSVs. So my non-scale victory, I would have to say this week would have to be my clothes. Although I do kind of feel bloated sometimes, depends on what I eat, but the clothes that I wear, my wedding ring, it's loose. Yesterday I made some delicious Korean barbecue, and I'll show you at the end of the video kind of what it looks like. And I wish we had smell-o-vision because it smells so good. But I already started my fast at 3 o'clock, and by the time we had dinner around 7 or 8, we waited for Kurt to get home. I just had to make the dinner for my family. I couldn't eat any because I wanted to make sure I kept my fasting going. So I made sure I cut some up and set it aside. So I'm about to eat that in about maybe 30 minutes after I'm done getting my husband's stuff ready for work. But yeah, so non-scale victories could include having good, more willpower, like not eating food with your family when you really want to, loose clothing, spinning rings on your finger. Also, if you measure your body, definitely do that, because if you don't see the scale moving at all, you can measure your waist and your hips and see that changing as well. So those non-scale victories are pretty good to keep in mind. That's about it. I need to go walking. I still haven't found the courage to go out. I always use excuses. Like this past week, my excuse was it was too hot outside, and we got up to like, I don't know, the mid-90s with a heat index of 107. So I don't know. He's getting bigger now, so I could probably pull out one of my strollers that I have that's been hiding in the garage for 5 years, and see if he can comfortably be in there safely and everything. But I do know last year when I lost 40 pounds, that was like 40 pounds in 3 months. I did a lot of exercise, and I did cut down on my carbs. One of my friends said to limit your carbs, and for me, it is so hard to do. I love my bananas and fruits, and oatmeal is really good for my nursing situation right now, and so if I limit those, I won't be eating any of them, and it won't be as enjoyable. One great thing about intermittent fasting is that you can enjoy your food and not feel stress about what food you are eating. So my transformation is very slow, but thank you for encouraging me and for cheering me on wherever you are, and I know it will eventually come off slowly but surely. And yeah, so I guess my goal for this upcoming week would be to walk. If that means to walk to the mailbox and back, I will. I do a lot of walking in the house though, up and down the stairs to do laundry and to take care of my kids. I mean, I have an elliptical downstairs right here in the basement. I can use that if I want to. But yeah, we can always find excuses, lots of excuses not to do things. But one of the non-scale victories is that I am still doing intermittent fasting every day. I haven't stopped in 63 days, even though there are days where I just constantly feel like I am eating fried foods. I'm still sticking to my when I fast and when I eat, and that's a good habit to have. Okay, I am done talking. Alright, thank you very much, and I look forward to talking to you next week.
With some yummy Korean barbecue. Delicious.
I just want to shout out to my husband who lost about 45 pounds doing intermittent fasting. I also want to mention my mom who did intermittent fasting last year when she saw me do it, and she is my inspiration for me doing it a second time.